How's it going, everybody, and welcome to a mod spotlight. Today we're going to be talking about the Project Pete mod. What this mod does is allows you to take something like this, just a bare bones frame, and turn it into a complete custom truck like this back here. There's a ton of different variations and things that you can add to make the truck really your own. And it's funny because it's almost like we're playing American Truck Simulator, which what I love about that game is that you are able to customize and make trucks unique and personalize them to your style. And I'm glad that there's a mod in Farm Sim that allows you to do as such. So you can do a variety of different things. You can have a day cab or you can have a sleeper cab, and you can do all sorts of different fenders, lighting options. So we'll check it out right now. So once you have the mod installed, you'll come down here. You can do a single axle variant or a tandem axle variant. I just personally like the way that the tandem axles look, so we'll go with one of these. So you come in here and you can have a 3406. You can have a 3406 that's tuned. Usually I just go with the tune because it gives you an extra 300 horsepower. There's a variety of different wheels. So you got the stock quote-unquote loaners. Just go through a couple of them. I personally go with the Alcoas or the Alcoa big holes. So we'll go with the small hole Alcoas for this one. Then when you come to the frame buildup, to skip to really all that you need, just do one over. This also throws in a couple light bars. One here, and then one in front of your tandems. Throws a bumper on. Then you have an option of your wheelbase and how many axles. So you got the short tandem. You got a longer wheelbase tandem, a longer wheelbase with a lift axle, and this lift axle is actually controllable. You can lift it up and down. Then you've got a stretched, which it looks cool, but the turning radius is ridiculous. And then you can get a stretch with a lift axle as well. For demonstration purposes, we'll do the shorter wheelbase with the lift axle. I don't know why this stuff comes in first, because you can't really see them when you customize it, so we'll jump down to the cab first. You got the day cab option. You can do day cab with a hood, sleeper cab, or sleeper cab with a hood. So because I have the day cab already built, we'll do a sleeper cab. So next what we'll do is we'll jump down here to the exhaust. You can go variations of short or tall. I personally like the bullhorns the best. You can do the flat tops, short or tall, the miter cuts, and all of these variations come short and tall. So we'll do the flat tops. So this is just the order that I do things, just that way you can visualize it while you're actually building the truck. So the visor options, there's a couple different versions. You got the bow tie, and then the bow tie with the window chops here. So if we go back, it chops both windows. And then you can customize these colors as well. Then you got the bow tie drop with chops. And there's just a couple different options that you can go through. I personally like the bow tie 2 with the chops, so we'll go with that because it's the nice big drop visor. Next, you got the drop panel, which will cover this section here. So you got 1, 2, and then 3 will cover it up completely. So sleeper extensions, we got a couple different, but we just won't put that in there because I just personally don't like the way that it looks. Going down to the front fender, you got the stock look where it drops down a little bit, chrome strips, and then we got custom 1 with chrome, custom 2 with chrome. I usually go with custom 2 with no chrome just because that's personally what I like. Now we got your rear fender options. So this is the first time that I've done a sleeper with the drop axle. So what we're actually going to do, because I just noticed that, is we will do the stretch just to get it away from the actual cab itself. That way we can see what everything looks like. It'll come down here and rear fenders. So you got your half rounds, got the standard little ones that most trucks come with, the fiberglass half rounds, and a full double. Then you can drop them. There's a couple different double options. So let's go with these guys here. With the lift axle, you can do the same thing. You can kind of match them to whatever you want. If you wanted just the lift axle to be covered, if you don't want it to be covered, it's all personal preference. So we'll go with that to keep it uniform. Next, you got 2 bumper options. So you got this one here. We'll jump to, I personally like the second one just because you got the little clearance lights down here. Now for the cab lights, you got stage 1, which is about the stock version of what these trucks would come with usually. And then stage 2 is you got them going all across. I believe there's 9 of them. So the rear cab lights, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. I personally like the look of these on a day cab, the Stage 2. But we'll try these ones here. Now, as far as headlights go, you got the old 379 double squares. You got the double squares with halo rings inside them, single square, and each one has halo options. So we'll go double with halo. Now for side lights, you can have them just on the tanks here. You can have just the cab, or you can have tanks in the cab. The one issue, and I don't even think I would say it's an issue, the one thing that I think that this mod could have that would make it a little bit better is a lot of guys, when they have their trucks in real life, they'll have the lights running all up and down the side of these panels right here. I think that that just would be a nice looking option for future versions of this. So we'll go tanks and cab. Now for stripes, there's only one option, is these little pinstripes here. I just personally don't like the look of them. I like a just straight paint job. And then if we come down here to the extra parts, you got strobes that are built into the grill here, and I think that the windows have some too. And then on the back, you got a couple down here. And the light bar also adds itself down here on the back as well once you have fenders. You can have antennas, strobes and antennas, or nothing at all. So we'll go strobes and antennas. Now because we have the entire truck built, we can go back up here to your dual revolution lights. So for standard, if you don't have any extra controllers or joysticks or anything like that, it's going to be your number pad 6, and then your underglow is going to be number pad 5. So what the dual revolutions are is all of these lights that we added to the truck have the ability to change colors. So they'll normally be red or amber, and then what happens is you hit your button and it'll change to whatever color you want. And then it also gives you the option to have a logo down on the step box there. So we can do green, and the logo will also change with whatever colors you do. We'll just do blue, and we'll change this to blue as well, because I like everything to be uniform. I think we got everything, and now we just got to do the color. So as far as color customization goes, you got your main color, which we have blue dual revolutions. So let's see what this looks like. Not too bad. You can also change the color of your fenders, so you can have different matched fenders, and then as well as the top. So I like just doing everything uniform in the same color, but again, you can customize it however you want. And then we got the visor. I usually like to color match it. Blue matches the chops. Now for the frame, I kind of like the white. Let's see what black looks like. And we'll see what it looks like color matched. Rear fenders will color match. Now, I'm usually a fan of blacking out all the chrome. However, for this one, we'll do it a little bit different, and we'll keep the chrome. But you can change your wheel color, and I think that looks good. So, now as you can see down here, we got an extra $62,000 in upcharges and customizations. So let's go ahead and buy this guy. So now we got both of these guys sitting here. So we went from a standard regular old frame to a nice, beautiful, customized truck. Now, this is what all the stuff would look like blacked out. And this one has, I believe I did green dual revolution, so we'll show you both of those as we go. So once we jump in here, the nice thing about this mod as well is, let me pop this up here. So I believe left click on the mouse. So up and down is to air ride your front. And then left and right, I believe, airs out your rear. So we can slam it down on the ground here. And then right, left and right will open and close your hood. And then up and down with your right click will slide your fifth wheel. If we use both mouse buttons and you go left and right, you can raise up and lower your bumper. If you use both mouse buttons and you go up and down, it'll raise and lower your tag axle. Now, something that you want to watch out for, as you can see right here, it's lifting up the rear drives of the actual truck. So if I try and move, it doesn't do anything. Now if I lower this down a little bit, it'll pick it up. And some other nice features, you got the smoke coming out the top, especially when you get on the throttle. And then you got your Jake brake option. So when you're ripping and roaring down the road, it's got a nice little Jake brake. Put this back up. We'll air up the front. and the rear. So now you can see it won't lift the rear of the truck up once it's aired up. We got the halo rings on, and it's nice that it's actually becoming a little bit dark. So, you got your running lights with no headlights on, all these beautiful watermelon lights. Got your headlights and your high beams. And you can see, if we jump out here, the light bar does also light up. It's a little bit easier to see it if you don't have the tag axle. We'll jump in this guy here. So this is the round lights and the high beams. So you can see that you got a nice lit up light bar here, and on the rear, and the logo, the little Bulldog logo in the back also lights up. So now, if we come in here and we hit number pad 5, that turns on our blue underglow. So you can see that the underglow lights turn on, and then if we hit 6, all of our lights now change to blue. So this truck we have green. Now the rear lights don't actually change color legally. You need your turn signals and your brake lights in order to function legally. Pull forward a little bit. The other things that you can do is if you look up in the top left corner, you can hit G, and now it changes to control group 2. So now what your mouse buttons do is, and I don't exactly know which one's which, so bear with me. So if we left click and left and right, that'll open the passenger door, and left click up and down does the driver door. So we'll close this, and we'll close this. Now I believe the right up and down does the driver window, and I believe left and right does the passenger window. So we can put our windows up and down, and then both together you can adjust your mirrors. Because if we jump in here, you got a beautiful, beautiful interior. And the cool thing is, when you put your underglow and your dual revolutions on, the inside of the truck is lit up the same color. And you got your shifter, and you can watch it shift. So then if we go here, I think, so you can see we're adjusting the mirror according to how it looks. So if we had a trailer on, since we're bobtailing, we can bring them in a little closer, but you can also move them out. And then if you go left and right, that does the other one. So now to just jump in the day cab just to give you all a look. Everything lights up green. And you got your window to see out the back. So this is all in all one of my favorite mods that we've installed so far. It just really allows you to have a much more customized and personalized vehicle for pulling your trailers and getting your farm work done. I really would like to find a mod that allows you to completely customize trailers, be able to run the dual revolution lights as well. That way you can color match the trailers, run the same types of lights. I feel like that would really just tie these trucks together. If you like what you see in this mod, you can find it at expendabledirk.itch.io/exp25-project-pete. So I hope you enjoyed this little mod spotlight. Definitely recommend downloading it. This is PC only, unfortunately for you console players, but definitely recommend getting this mod and start riding around your farm in style.